Welcome in, you guys. Thank you so much for coming. We'll get started as soon as we get rated over from the other show. I appreciate you guys all being here. I have a lot of new old stock trinket boxes in tonight's show and little Ukraine blown glass animals. Kind of scan the stage so you can see some of the trinket boxes that are in tonight's show. And there are some here that are not in the store that I have gotten since I listed the first ones. So there's some new ones in here too that won't be in the store, but I'll run them as we come across them. And then I even have more over here. And they're all going to start at $8. And then these are the little figurines from Ukraine. Bring a couple of them up to the stage just so you can see them. Like here's the little duck. They're all hand blown. I bring these in from Ukraine, work directly with the art studio, or the glass studio, I should say. Here's a little bear. And I used to do 8 a piece on these, and now I've been able to lower them to 5. I have some little horses. These are the miniature ones. I do get larger ones in as well. Here's a little turtle. Here's a little duck with the top hat. Here's a fly. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Has the raid happened? Am I being raided now? I think so, maybe. Hi. Welcome in, you guys. Here's a little dragon. Like I said, these are all from Ukraine. And I get them boxes 4 or 5 times a month. I'll get a box. Little kitty. Anyways, these are all $5 starts tonight. Here is the little puppy. And if they have orange, yellow, or red, they usually will glow under a black light. Here's a little orange dog. I think this one's really cute. A little fish. And then, of course, all the trinket boxes. And I was saying before everybody came in, all of these are new old stock. I've got them all starting at $8 tonight. I can no longer get them from my supplier I was getting them from. So what I have now, and I do have some duplicates of some of them, is pretty much what I have. They all start at $8. And what I'll do is I'll just start at the top and bring them down to the camera so we can see them. And then we'll just go from there. If you guys see one you'd specifically like me to run, just let me know and I will. I put all the heart ones down here on the bottom. Now these 2 heart ones here are actually each one is 2 trinket boxes. They have magnetic lids. And then there's more over here as well. Some of these are ones that are not in the store, but like I said, I'll just add them and we'll run them if there's one of these that you guys want. Oh, thank you, Mimi. I'm so glad you do. Well, let me go in and I'll just bring up the first one that comes up. I'm going to start with the trinket boxes, so let me go down to where they start. And the very first one is the car. It is all blinged out. I will show you the details of it. So it looks like this. It has rhinestones, front, back, and sides. And then you just lift up on the cab. There's the inside. And there's the bottom. And this one's going to start at $8 and run for 30 seconds, starting now. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you all for coming. I think I'm the caboose tonight. Actually, no, it's not a hummingbird. I have a butterfly box. That's what I was thinking of when you asked me that. I do sometimes get a hummingbird. I don't think I have one right now. One, and we'll put this one to the side and we'll see what the next one is. I do get hummingbirds in from now and then, but I don't have any right now. I'm trying to think of what the last hummingbird I had was. Oh, the little torch sculptures. I had one in that. All right, let's see what our next one is. And we're going to do the black and white cat. She's licking her paw. I'll move her to the stage. And she looks like this. These lights sure make it look foggy, doesn't it? Let me adjust them a little. Maybe that would be better. Anyways, and then she has bling in her eyes and around her collar. There's the bottom. And then you just lift this way for the inside. It's magnetic. There's the bottom. And this one's going to start at $8 and run for 30 seconds, starting now. That's a little better. $12 seconds to go. You can also pre-bid if there's one that you like, and I'll look at pre-bids too and bring those up sooner. We'll put her right back up there. And let's see what our next one is. We have the bee. I want to check this one. I had one that was missing a stone, and I want to make sure this is not the one. No, this one is good. Okay, I just wanted to double check. So it looks like this. Blinged out on the wings, and belly has like a kind of a orange rhinestone, and then black eyes, and then it just opens like this. And there's the bottom, and this one's going to start. All right, hon, I'll take a look right after this one. Going to start at $8 and run for 30 seconds, starting now. And Mary's in the lead. This is my last bee. There's some of them I have duplicates of, but this isn't one of them. I almost thought I didn't have one for the show, and then I found it. $8 seconds to go. And Marianne wins. Congratulations, hon. Thank you so much. And I will check for your pre-bid. Let me make a bag for this one first, and then I'll go in and look. Of course I grab a bag that's not opened, right? Rose red. Let me go look. Oh, there's two pre-bids. Oh, the red rose, yes. And then I see another pre-bid too. We'll do those next. Let me get your name on this one and get your B in here, and then we'll run those. Mary and all right, got that one. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to start with the red rose. Move it to the stage. This is also from Ukraine. I only got a few of the mediums in this order, and so I brought two of them to the show tonight. There's this one. Now it does have another color of glass in the stem. I'm not sure. I've never seen one with that, but it is inside. That's something that the artist did, and then it has little thorns on it. Thank you. I get the big flowers too. If you guys are interested in seeing some of those, I'll be happy to show you. I have the large blown flowers as well. This one's going to start at $8 and run for 30 seconds, starting now. But this was the only medium flower I got. Oh, I definitely will. They're right here next to me. I'll show you. Marianne's in the lead. 8 seconds to go. All right, let me wrap this one up. I'm going to put it in the same bag with your bee, but I'm going to wrap it. Thank you so much, hon. Here, let me show you a couple of the big flowers because I just happen to have them right next to me. I had them on my stage, and pack them away. I had originally probably 40 or 50 of them from different boxes. These are the large roses. And tonight I will do these at 10. They usually sell for 12, but I'm going to have to take my camera back so I can kind of show you the size because they are large. They look like this. They have thorns on the stem. It's kind of wavy. And I have two of those. All right. So I'll run it. Let me go back. Let's see. Get in the right place so I can duplicate. And I'll take a picture so we know what we're doing. All right, I'm just going to take a picture of one, but I'll run it twice if there's two of you guys that are wanting them. I have other colors. I have other flowers. I'll be happy to show them all to you. All right, so this is large Ukraine. All right, and I'll start them at 10. All right, now let me find it. Where did it put it? Oh, is it on there? No. There they are. All right, so this is going to be for your choice of one of the two red roses. And they do have a red center too, just so you can see inside. And I have two. It'll be for your choice of one. Start at $10. Run for 30 seconds. Starting out. Mary's in the lead. Hi, Shell. Thank you. And Marianne wins. Congratulations. Do you have a preference of one or the other? They are pretty much identical, but you're more than welcome to choose the one you'd like. All right, let me grab one, and I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to run this again, but I'm going to add a white one. Has a white center. Same thing. It'll be choice of those two in the next round. Let me wrap this up for Mary real quick. Okay, I know it's almost out of tape, but where did it go? I'm talking to myself. All right, let me just put your name on here. There it is. Mary. Yeah. All right. That is yours, hon. Thank you so much. And I'm just going to duplicate it, and this time it'll be for your choice of either the red or the white rose. Same length, same size. And then this is a new one I'll be bringing in the next round. These aren't quite as tall, but they seem to be a little more girthy as far as stronger made, I guess, because they put a thicker stem. But look how pretty this yellow one is. This is brand new to me. This last box I got is the first time I got any of these. But I'll be bringing that in the next one. But we'll go ahead and run this one. $10, 30 seconds. Your choice. Starting now. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for coming tonight. Mimi's in the lead. 8 seconds to go. Da, da, da. And Mimi wins. Congratulations. Which one would you like, hon? The red. You got it. That is yours. Thank you so much. I'll wrap it up for you. All right, we got that one marked and wrapped, and we're going to put the yellow one in this time. They are a little bit shorter. Let me show you, because these other roses are the longest of the flowers that I get. So here is the white one. Here is the yellow one. So you can see probably about 2 inches shorter. Here's what they look like all around on the yellow, and then there is the leaf. So this time it'll be your choice, either of these two. And it's going to start at $10 and run for 30 seconds, starting now. And Marianne's in the lead. Eight seconds to go. And Marianne wins. Which one would you like, hon? I think you're going to pick the white one, but I'm guessing. I knew it. That is yours, hon. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to introduce two other flowers. Same kind of flower, different colors. So we have this one. It has almost the confetti on the petals with the red center, and then it has a little bud where the leaf would go. These are smooth, no thorns. About the same length as the yellow one. And then I also have it in this color. This is sort of a, I don't know if it's a light purple or it's hard to tell because the color's on top. The background color, I think it's like an amber, and then with the multicolor yellow center, also with the bud on the side. And these might be just a little longer than the yellow, but not much. I think it might just be the way I have them laying. But in this one, I'm going to start this one at $8. Let me duplicate. I'm going to let you guys have this size at 8. Normally all of them are 12. Oh, okay. Mary, you bid before I could change it. So, let me see. I'm going to add at least another choice or something. Oh, well, I didn't realize I have another one. So, no, it's okay. I do have another white rose if somebody's wanting a white rose. That I think is the last of the long ones. I've got to wrap this one up for Mary. This is the other white one. I laid it there and didn't wrap it. The white is really pretty. Yeah, I just happen to have 2 red and 2 white. And they're the same length. Okay, this one is Mary. And all right, got it. Didn't want to get ahead of myself. All right, so this will be for your choice. Oh, these here? Okay, well, since you've already bid, I'm going to go ahead and run it. And Mimi, if you want the white one and you bid her out by $1, I'll refund you that dollar back if you want the long white one. And then I'll redo it and start them at 8, okay? All right, here we go. This is for the white long-stemmed flower rose. $10, 30 seconds, starting out. Just to be fair, so we can get it at $8 on the others. Mimi's in the lead. Yeah, thanks, you guys. Seven seconds to go. And Mimi wins. Congratulations, that is yours. And I will refund $1 back to you on that. All right, I'll get Mimi's name on this one. All right, got it. Oh, thank you. Okay, so now this is going to be for your choice. So I'm gonna add a few, and I'm gonna move this marble base because I don't want to wind up dropping them on it. I was going to use that for the trinket boxes, which are metal, and I can be klutzy. So we've got those, and I'm going to add a couple more so that your choice will be between all of whatever I have out. Don't do that. Wow. And it survived. They both did. So then there's this one. This one has a white center. This is the smaller rose. This is about the same length as the yellow and the multicolors. So we'll put that out there. And then these are like little irises. They're a little bit shorter, but it's because they bent the glass and took the stem up to make the leaf behind it. But you get your choice of any one of those. So let me duplicate it and go in and edit it down to $8. It'll take me just a minute. So it's going to start your choice of any one of the flowers at $8 and run for 30 seconds starting now. And Mary's in the lead. It's kind of funny what that one little rose started, isn't it? Yeah, as a rule, I don't get a lot of flowers. And one time when she sent me pictures, I had circled them all. And she goes, "Oh, that's all in my inventory." And I said, "Oh, no, I just mean I want some of all of them." So, like the next 3 boxes, I got a bunch of flowers. And I'm going to put this one in there too, guys. You can pick this one too if you want. You can have whichever one you'd like, Marianne. I'll kind of go over here so you can see all of them. The blue iris. Yeah, I love this. I think it's pretty. One of these actually was damaged when I got it. I got 3 of them, so I got 2 good ones out of it. But I'll tell you what, as much glass as they send me, I don't get very much breakage. Thank you so much, Marianne. I'm going to wrap it up for you. I do this so I don't get confused later on who gets what. Right. There. Let's see what else I have. I have something else I can put out to replace that one. I don't have a lot left. Let me see. Oh, this is the last of them. So let's just get them out. How's that? So I have one more, like the one I just put out. The only difference is the first one had an orange center. This one has a yellow center. And then since this is the last of them, I'm going to go ahead and put these out too. I have another red rose, but instead of having a white center, this one has a red center. And this is a little bit shorter one. It's more the size of the multicolor. And I have 2 more. And then I have, in the multicolored, I have it in red with yellow with a red bud. And then the last one, or wait a minute, no, I have one more than this. Okay. And then I have another of the red with the yellow center with the yellow with the red bud. So that's a duplicate on that. And then the last one is the other iris. And that's all of my flowers, guys. So let me go overhead and I'll kind of, here's the iris, the small red rose with the red center, multicolored. You can pick any of these. So I'm just going to duplicate it. For your choice of any one of the flowers, going to start at $8 and run for 30 seconds, starting now. Mimi's in the lead. I'm trying to do this so you can see them more. Hey, babe, what you doing tonight, Gatorade? 4 seconds to go. And Mimi wins. Congratulations. Which one would you like, hon? Thank you. The yellow rose. You got it. This was my last one in this. I got 4 of these. I thought I had 2 left, but this was the last one. That is yours. And I'm going to wrap it up for you. Thank you so much. Once I figure out where I put my marker, I just had it over there. I set it over there with the flowers. Figure that out. Thank you, Mimi. Thank all of you guys for being here. Appreciate it. All right, so we have, I'm going to move this and make it so you guys can see these a little better. Move this over there, put this over here. And then I'll put the 2 roses like this. Calla lilies, I think is what these are. I'll put over here. So we have these 3. We have these 2. One has a white center, one has a red center, and then we have these 4 multicolored flowers. And it's going to be your choice. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love it. I've not been over here for a few months, and I'm glad I actually was invited, and that made me. I really appreciated that. That was really sweet. So I wanted to be in it. Thank you. And I'm just going to duplicate it again. You get your choice of any one of the flowers. It's going to start at $8 and run for 30 seconds. Starting now. Mary's in the lead, or Mary Ann. I'm sorry. Mary's just shorter, so I say Mary. And I know it's Mary Ann. That's the lazy side of my brain. And Mary Ann wins. Which one would you? Oh, you already know with the white petals. You got it. That is yours. I love the opalescence of the bud on this. And there is some opalescence to the petals as well. All right, hon. I'm going to wrap this one up. And Marianne, was there any others that you would like? Another one? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate it and run it again. Your choice of any one of the flowers. $8, 30 seconds, starting now. Seven seconds to go. And Marianne wins again. And which one would you like this time, hun? The iris, you got it. Yeah, I love these too. That is yours. Thank you, hun. If anybody else wants me to run any of the flowers, just let me know and I will. I'm going to set them to the side. We'll get back to the trinket boxes. Or I do have the Ukraine little animal miniatures too, and they're $5. Start on whichever ones of those you'd like. Over here. You're welcome. Thank you too, hon. Yeah, they do a really good job. I've always loved their glass figures and stuff, and I've been getting them from them now for probably a year and a half, probably. All right, got this one wrapped up. I'm gonna put your name on it. Well, you guys made a big dent in those flowers. Thank you so much, by the way. Yeah, I've been carrying them for quite a while, but I started out with just the little figures, and then as they brought out other things. I got the large dragons. I do get large figures too. Um, I have a few right now. I'm just not sure exactly where they are, but I do get the larger figures too from them. All right, let me see. Let's go in. We've got a pre-bid on this box. And this one is a trinket box. I think it might have been like for your medication or something, maybe, because it's plastic lined, where the others are metal. It has a little mirror, but it's, like that. Looks like this on the bottom. And this one is going to start at $8 and run for 30 seconds starting out. That's good. Yes, it's perfect. That's what I think it's for. It's the only one I have this plastic line, so I'm assuming. And the way this is different than the others too, so I do think that's what it is. Five seconds to go. And Mimi wins. That is yours. I'm going to wrap it up. Did I say Mimi? Yeah, I did mean Mimi. I almost put this in Marianne's bag. Sorry about that. They both start with M. I'm glad I caught that. I'm making you a bag to put that in. All right. Got it. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. All right, guys. So let's see. Our next one, I have a lot of trinket boxes on here. So let's do the cows. Where are those? All right. So here is the little cow. Move it to the stage. It's a mama and her baby. It looks like this. There's the inside. It's magnetic. There's the bottom. And that one's going to start at $8 and run for 30 seconds, starting now. And all of the trinket boxes are new old stock. Every once in a while I'll get a collection and there'll be ones somebody collected and they're not new old stock, but these all are. 12 seconds to go. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to scan the shelves of all the trinket boxes. They all start at $8. You guys let me know any that you would like me to run. Instead of me running them one at a time and boring you with any that you're not interested in, I'm going to do that, and then you guys just tell me. So let's start up here on the top shelf. Now, this peacock I don't believe is in the store. This is one of the newer of the ones that I've gotten from him. Looks like this. The only thing with this trinket box, every single one I have gotten, I don't know if it's because the base is so big, it's kind of wobbly, a little bit. Not bad, but it opens like this. But every one I've gotten has been that way, and I'm not sure why. Oh, okay, that's a beautiful one. I'll bring it up too. I'll bring it up next. But there's the peacock. See how he's kind of, I don't know. And everyone's been that way. All right, so let's do the pink swan. This one's always popular. I only have one more of these, and it's actually missing a stone, where this one is the last complete one I have. It looks like this. It has diamond-shaped pink, almost said sequins, rhinestones. And then it opens, let's see. Oh, there you go. Opens like that. And there's the bottom. Yeah, isn't it beautiful? Yeah, I think there's two swans actually, and I started getting them about the same time. Here's the other one. The difference with the white one is both of his wings open, so it's like two doors. Oh yeah, this one is beautiful. Aw. Let me go in and get this one, and this one's going to start at $8 and run for 30 seconds, starting now. I hope you're doing good now, Marianne. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I went through that with my mother-in-law a couple of years ago. She's doing a lot better now. Yes, me too. One of the heart trinket boxes, Marcy. Is that what you mean? And Marianne wins. That is your pink swan. I'm going to put it in its own bag. You're welcome. Thank you, too. Marcy, did you want me to show the heart trinket boxes I have? Is that what you meant? I'm going to scan them. And just let me know if there's one of them you'd like me to run. Like I said, all of the trinket boxes start at $8 tonight. So on the hearts, we have pink with the red bow and a red stone at the bottom, little faux pearls around the edge. We have a red, white, and blue one with bling. And then the pink and the blue over here, each one is 2 trinket boxes. So they go like this. And then each one, the lid comes off. And then when you put them together, they make the heart. But you get both, of course, at the $8 start. All right, let me scan again. And you guys can either put a pre-bid or just let me know which one you'd like me to run, if there is one you'd like me to run. The other swan, yes, I can. As a matter of fact, I put 2 of these out. I only had one of the pink one, but these are so popular. I put 2 in the show just in case there was 2 people that wanted one. And this is what I was talking about. See how the wings open? And it's white and pink, has pink on the top. All right, and well, let me go in and find this one. I don't normally run them individual like this, but I did it this time so you guys could actually see each one instead of just a picture with all. All right, this one's going to start at $8, run for 30 seconds, starting now. And Mary's in the lead. Yeah, it was kind of sad to hear the gal that I was getting stock of these from. Her family sold the business, so she doesn't have access anymore. So that's why this is the last of them to get. And Mary Ann wins. Congratulations. That is your swan. I will put it with your other one. Oh, you're welcome. Wrap it up. All right, now back over to the bottom shelf. We have the little frog and the ladybug and the hearts, which we already went over the hearts. And then over here, I have the elephant, the chair, the sloth. This one's filigreed on top, so it isn't like, I mean, something could fall out of it if you turn it upside down. Then a cupcake, a little chihuahua, an owl. There's the butterfly one I was talking about with the poof of flowers. Then there's this one, 3 with little legs and a flower on top. We have the guitar, the purse, the butterfly, and this frog. But this frog is missing one rhinestone. It's the only one of him I have, so I went ahead and put him out. But he's a really cool design, as he's on a lily pad. Never mind. I'm going to put him out. I didn't notice one of his eye ones is gone too. But right over here somewhere, there was one right there missing. Yeah, I'll just put him to the side. Oh well. I had to have one. And then here are the Ukrainian miniatures. These are $5 a piece tonight. If anybody wants me to run them, just let me know. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. And is there anything else anybody would like me to run? I don't want to bore you and just run stuff over and over again. So I do like to ask. I'll go a little closer to these so you can see that there are different ones here. Even a piece of cake. And if everybody is good, I'm going to see if anybody else is on, and I will go ahead and raid you on over there and hope you find more treasures. If you ever decide you want more trinket boxes other than tonight, feel free to contact me. I'll be happy to make a special buy it now on Didbits for you. The pink elephant. Oh, yeah, he's cute. Now, this is one of the newer ones, too. I started getting him about the same time I started getting the swans. He has bling in his ears and on the end of his nose. He looks like this on the inside. And that's what he looks like on the bottom. And there's his rump. Did you get him? Yeah, yeah, because if you got the swan, I would have got him in about the same time. The flower with the butterfly. It's beautiful. I love this one. This one always sells out when I get it. And then there's the bottom. And there's how it opens. Would you like me to run that one? Okay, no worries at all. Is there anything anybody else would like me to run? All right, let me see if anybody else is on. Oh, yeah, there's several people on. Let's go see. Hoot and holler. Trying to see what would be something you guys might like. I don't even know, honestly. I'm just going to pick and choose. Let's go see Poker Dude. You guys have a good night. And again, thank you all so much for being here. Oh, thank you, you guys. You're sweet. Have a good night. Here we go.